Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Talk Thoughts. And today I'm just going to share some of my ideas, some of my experiences, what I believe, some of my opinions. And after listening to me, you make your own decisions. I'm just going to share whatever is in my head. I personally have observed this part in a lot of people and myself as well. I'm talking about guilt. But at the same time, different people respond to it differently. And then again, the background of a person, the responsibilities of a person, for some reason, has nothing to do with how hard that person works. It's crazy, but I've seen it again and again and again. So maybe I can share something that you might not have thought about, but this guilt was the first thing that ever motivated me. None of the motivational video, nothing other than that. This guilt was the first thing that motivated me. So if you don't know, I'm just going to give you a brief idea. Before the age of 18, I basically did nothing. So I played video games, I was a student of martial arts. Those are the two things that I did, and that's it. I didn't even turn pages of the books for even half an hour until unless it was one day before the examination. I've shared about this about in my video on school life. I'm going to put it over here. Maybe later you can check it out. But then when I got into college and when I found myself to be in a not so good college, a college where placement is extremely difficult, ultimately, fast forward 4 years later, I did not get placed. So when you're in such a college where placement is uncertain, your future is uncertain, and also you have paid some amount of money, because obviously until and unless you have performed very well, you are not going to be in good government colleges, so you have to go for private colleges, and that's what I did. Engineering is what I wanted to do, but I had to spend money. So you spent money and then you start to realize that the reason why I am in this position is me. The reason why I am not in a position where some of the other people are, like in IITs and NITs, is because I did not do much during the past part of my life. And you start to think about it. And that's where you realize about this emotion called guilt, that you are the reason you could have done better, but you did not. Now, that motivated me more than anything else. I perceived it in a way that I have to pay the bills now, because the time that I have wasted, I have to make up for that now. Otherwise, the way that my life is going, it's going all downhill. So I was in kind of an average school, and then I performed poorly in my 10th board. Now I'm in a worse place now, and then I performed poorly in my entrance examination. Now I'm in a worse place now, and now if I perform poorly in college as well, I don't know if I'm ever going to make a living or not. So that motivated me. That was one part, that my life is going downhill. And the second part is that I've wasted so much time. I've wasted so much energy of my parents. They invested in my education. I did not invest anything. I wasted a lot of time hanging around with friends, doing nothing, playing video games, and doing a lot of things that was not productive. Now looking back, I can't really blame a 16-year-old Ashish Ranjan, because he did not know much about the world. And we did not had YouTube channels and all those things, people guiding us. But you should find out a point which should change your life. And it is not something that happens only in movies. Your life does change at a particular point, but the thing is that you have to decide to change. Now, coming back to other examples, I've seen people in my same college with same kind of future perspectives and worse kind of background. The father is barely making a living, sister is about to get married, huge amount of responsibility on his shoulder. At the same time, I never could understand how this person can be celebrating out 11 o'clock at night, drinking and partying with friends. Because I was never able to do that. Because whenever I was doing that, just wasting even 5 minutes of my time, I used to think that, what are you doing? are repeating the same mistake. And there used to be a pain over here for at least 2 to 3 years that you should not be here right now. You saw the result. You know how bad life can get. You know it better than anyone else who has not wasted time maybe. You wasted time and you know that it is not going to be any better in your life. So you should understand that from now on, you should not do that. But I've seen so many people. Right now also, you must be knowing a lot of people who have miserable situations, man. Like they have to succeed, they have to study, they have to get a job. Or maybe you are one of those people, I don't know. And at the same time, those people are also found scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, doing stuff that is not productive at all, doing things that is not going to change their life at all. It is only going to make it worse. But still they're doing it. I do not know if they're hiding away from the reality or somehow they are bluffing themselves to numb that part of their brain. I don't really know, but I was never able to waste even a second after I got into college, realizing that this is my last chance. This is absolutely my last chance. And if you properly look at it, in 2012, when I got into a second tier to third tier college, and there's not good placement perspectives, if I do not study, what am I going to do? Because this is the last chance that I'm going to get to develop a skill so that you are useful to the society and you can get a job. And that is what I realized at that point. A lot of my friends did not. Now, I completely understand if your parents are rich and they are going to support you. If your parents are having some business which you can continue and run, good. I have no judgments over there. Please continue. But if you don't, and have you ever asked what are you going to do next? And if you have not, how about now? And how about every time when you waste your time doing things which is not going to help you make your situation any better, then how are you going to answer that question in your head? That how is the activity that you're doing right now is going to impact your future? So it was pretty simple for me. And after that, for 4 years, I do not remember wasting a single second of my life. You ask any of my friends who were in college with me, I was known for being in library all the time. And basically, as long as library was open, I was over there if I was not in a class, because I need to study. A hostel is not a place where you can do that a lot. And also, I was also known as that one person who will be going to library and will be studying half an hour after the semester examination. It's not a lie. You can pick any one Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology 2012 to 2016 batch. You ask them. There's one skinny kid going with books to the library half an hour after the semester examination is over. And everyone is running out to have a party. Why? Because I'm going to prepare for GATE examination. If not, I'm going to develop a skill. I did 5 internships in 4 years of my graduation. I learned 9 different mechanical engineering computer aided designing softwares. And I even did a course on C++ and Java after my second semester. So either I'm in my college studying to perform well in semester examinations, or whenever I'm at home, I'm doing some internship or the other, some project or the other. I can't waste time anymore, because I've seen what happens after you have wasted a lot of time. It never comes back. We are human beings. We move in 3 dimensions. We can't move in the dimension of time. Once it is wasted, you can't get it back. You can't see in future. You can't fast forward a painful situation. You can't go back if you made a mistake. You can't hold it if you need more time. Time is going to go only in one direction. A name of a band, but coming back to the serious situation. So don't waste time, guys. If you have made a lot of mistakes, if you're guilty, if you have the guilt of or regret of making a lot of mistakes in the past, the time to change is right now. And that guilt is important. Don't run away from it. Don't run away. Don't hide away from it. It is the one driving force that might be more powerful than any of the other emotions. Anger, frustration, all those things, guilt just might be more powerful than any of the other emotions. So utilize it. There will be a lot of days where you will not be feeling good. And when you have wasted huge amount of time and you have the guilt, don't you don't you think that all the time where you will be working hard towards something that you want to achieve will not be like rainbows all the time? Obviously, there will be a lot of times where you will not be happy. But what I'm trying to say is that work hard in those situations. More importantly, it is very easy to be optimistic when you are very happy or when you have achieved something good. But when you have not literally done anything for the past decade and then you have to achieve something, then you want something which maybe you are going to get after 1 year or so, but you don't have it right now. So obviously you'll not be happy because you are running towards something which you want. You're not having it right now and you don't even know whether you're going to get it or not. But the driving force are sometimes the negative emotions. Utilize that in a positive manner. That's all that I'm saying. So if you're saying that I wasted a lot of time, if you're saying that I'm having financial problems, if you're saying that I want to support my parents, if you're saying any of those, then work for it. It's not going to be easy. Surviving is never easy. So that's all that I want to say. I hope that it knocked some sense into you. If not, no problem. Put your comment down in the comment section. Maybe it will knock some sense into me. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. But hopefully it helped some of you guys. That's about it, guys. Put more opinions, more questions, more things, more topics that you want me to talk about. I've talked endlessly about GATE examination, BARC examination, ISRO examination, engineering services examination. But these are the things that I have not talked about so far. So your questions are most welcome. Put it down in the comment section. Also, I'm running a second YouTube channel by my name, Ashish Ranjan. Go over there. There are a lot of vlogs. There are a lot of lectures, classes on rocket science. There's a podcast called Spacecast, also on rocket science. There are a lot of videos on art of speaking and personality development. So you might be helped by that as well. That's about it. I'll see all of you in the next one. Till then, bye.